my goodness, we are going to have a blast. We are going to have an absolute blast. You guys are on fire. I cannot even believe what you guys are doing as an organization. This is insane. Actually, Trinant is on fire. And I am so excited about this power of one. How many of you have done your one? I just want to know real quick. How many of you have done your one? Or you're working on your one? Oh my goodness, how exciting. Okay, are we ready to just get into the meat, Tina? We're ready to go?
Yes.
We're good to go. Okay, you guys. So I am so excited because tonight we are going to talk about the power of edification. And I want you to know that if you are not currently practicing edification, it is the wildest thing. It's like you're leaving a pile of money on the table. For real, you're leaving money on the table. And I remember the first time I really understood edification, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you could be doing all the functions you're doing, inviting people to look at information, inviting people to get on welcome calls, inviting people to get on follow-up calls, getting on to close people, doing three-way chats. And if you're not edifying who is actually going to be speaking, who is going to be presenting, who is going to be on the chat with somebody. We're leaving money over here. We're leaving money over here. Okay. So this is going to be super exciting for everybody tonight. And if you have been edifying, maybe this is just going to be a chance for you to level it up even more. I'm going to teach you to talk so juicy about whoever is going to be the third party edified speaker that people are going to die to hear what they have to say. Okay, that is the point. Okay, so what is edification? Edification is elevating the influence of whoever the third party witness is that is going to be speaking to your prospect. Okay, whoever is going to be speaking to your prospect. Edification is edifying the influence or the person, whoever is going to be speaking to your prospect. What does edification do? It creates trust. It creates trust. So the person that you're working to get in front of the information is excited to connect with the person, believes the person, is open to the person. Okay. And it bridges the gap. It bridges the gap, you guys, between that trust and the information. It actually helps whoever is going to get in front of the information to feel like they know the person. And the other thing is, some of you are so worked up about, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to talk to the person, or I don't know how I'm going to close the person. When if you would just elevate the influence of your third party expert, it would take all the weight off your back. You could let them do that heavy lifting for you. And I'm telling you, a third party can say a whole lot of things that maybe you're too scared to say to the person that you're in relationship with, truly. Okay. And so let's talk about edification. When we are edifying somebody, when we are edifying them, what we are doing is we are edifying their past, their present, and their future. Okay. We're edifying their past, their present, and the future. Now, I want to be very clear that we're not edifying, we're edifying. Okay. Now, we want to make it sound juicy, but you guys, we got to tell the truth here. Okay. So we want to edify, not edify. Now, when I say we're going to edify whatever they've done in the past. I was just talking to Aaron Parker. Okay. Aaron and Kathy, I'm going to bring them on in just a minute. But Aaron Parker was actually in the military before he ever got started in network marketing. Okay. I could talk about Aaron, you guys. Aaron is one of the sharpest guys I know. He is so committed. Let me just tell you, his work ethic, his commitment to excellence, it is insane. I'm sure he got a ton of that from his career in the military. Do you understand? He has taken his work ethic, his commitment, his determination in what he was doing, and he has literally transferred that into this industry. His intensity is out of control. His leadership, out of control. Okay, so notice how I bridged what he did before into what he's currently doing. In fact, you understand that he came into this industry, he came into this company and hit a top executive position in record time, faster than anybody had ever done it in the company's 13-year history. Okay, listen, I'm going to pause right there. If I would ever have Aaron talk to any person for me on behalf of Trinant, and I would not say all that, do you understand how that would cost me money? Okay, those are facts that are so important in creating credibility behind what he's done. I mean, first of all, like he's served our country. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. There are people that are going to be so excited to listen to him and talk to him because of the sacrifice he's made, because of what he's done for us. That's a big deal. Like that's a likable situation going on there. Okay. So I'm going to say, listen, not only did he reach that top executive position, but I want you to know he is well on his way to the very highest paid rank in our company. Not only is he doing incredible things for his organization, and he does have one of the fastest growing global teams, but our founders, the founders of our global company, understand our company is in multiple countries. Our founders trust him so much that they have asked him to take their stage as a keynote speaker in front of thousands of their field and personally train them on how to have success, not only in our company, but in this industry. He is one of the best trainers, leaders, mentors, coaches in our entire industry. Do you know that he has helped 40,000 people establish an independent business in this industry across the globe? I literally cannot think of anyone better to give you the information than him. Not only, okay, on a personal level, not only is he a total boss in business, he is an incredible husband. He is an incredible father. I've been able to vacation with him and his wife and his children. They're all extraordinary. All extraordinary. He's an incredible friend. He's created some of the best tools I've ever seen in business. I want to introduce you to my dear friend, one of my coaches and mentors, Mr. Aaron Parker. Aaron, I can't wait for you to share with Tina what you've been doing and where this company is going. Okay, now Aaron's going to come on. Listen, I'm telling you right now, you got to make whoever is going to talk for you sound like they're walking on water and they glow in the dark. If they don't walk on water and glow in the dark, you're missing the point. Okay? I'm pretty sure he was also featured in Prosper Magazine, and I left that out. So listen, you should also be adding, listen, he was also just featured this year in Prosper Magazine. Not 10 years ago, this year in Prosper Magazine. He's taking this stage in 3 weeks to address and train our entire company. Okay, now listen. Too often we just get like, hey, here's my friend Aaron. Here's my buddy Aaron. Hey, here's Aaron. You guys understand, like, we're missing the boat. We're missing the boat. Okay? What I've done is I've created a situation where at the end of this whole spiel, I mean, if I want somebody to get on say I want somebody to get on a Zoom with him, okay? Maybe I want him to get on an overview with him. I mean, people are going to want to hear from him. I'm going to talk about, depending on whoever I'm inviting, I'm going to say, listen, you know, he has a family. If I'm talking to somebody like my husband, who also has a family, I'm going to say, listen, he's a husband. On top of all this, he has a family. And what I see him more than doing anything is CrossFit and hanging out with his girls. My husband's going to want to know, how does he do CrossFit and hang out with his kids and make great money? My husband's going to want to know all about that. Okay. So you've got to edify in a way that it's going to relate to the person that you're edifying to. But the cool thing is that Aaron now has all the power to close my guest, not only to present to my guest, but to close my guest. Okay. Now, this is in a presenting kind of a fashion. This is if I want people to get on the Facebook Live that Aaron's going to be on with me. I'm going to invite people to get on a Facebook Live on my Facebook page when he goes live with me. Maybe it's my brand new associate that I want to get on a welcome call. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sarah is my brand new associate. Sarah, holy crap. You don't even understand. Mr. Aaron Parker is offering to do your welcome call. Okay, let me tell you who Aaron Parker is. And I'm going to tell you all the things I just said. I'm going to tell you that he has the fastest record to diamond. I'm going to tell you all the things that I just said. Listen, you understand. Like he has helped 40,000 people in this industry. There are people to be like kill and die to have him be the one to get them their start intranet, to like literally hand coach them what are the first steps. Okay? Like, Sarah, this is a big deal. You need to be on time, be at your laptop. Like, you got to have your stuff together when we get on with him. Like, we want to impress him. What I know is if we impress him, he's going to keep working with us. I'm edifying like that. Okay, whatever you do, don't be late. We don't want to look like we're a person not of our word. He might not keep working with us. Okay, now, at the very end of whatever, Aaron can pretty much just guide the ship however, because I've given him all the power to do what I want to do with the person. Okay. Now we're going to talk about, let's see, where can we use edification? We use them on getting people to watch a Facebook Live. We use edification to get people on a welcome call. We use edification to get people to be willing to do a grand opening Zoom. We use edification to get people on a follow-up chat or a follow-up Zoom. We use edification to get people on a closing chat or Zoom. All these, where else do we use edification? We use edification to get people to go to a national convention. I'm going to edify the speakers and what they've done. Now, some of you might be sitting on here and you're like, oh my gosh, Jen, but you don't understand. Like, how is my team going to edify me? Like, I just got started. Like, I'm not a diamond. They can't say these things about me. Oh, let me tell you, you're going to teach people how to talk juicy about you. Okay. You are going to teach people how to edify you. Write it down. I am teaching people how to edify me. Okay. When people get started in your team, you're going to write out your edification points. You're going to write out your edification points. I remember when Darren and I first got started in network marketing. And you want to know how Mindy edified Darren? I'm going to tell you this exactly because he actually was presenting with her first week. Okay. And it was this. Let me introduce you to somebody who is one of the most outstanding people I've ever known. This guy gives it all to every single thing he does. Every single thing he does turns to gold. He is one of the most committed people I know. He is one of the hardest working people I know. He is respected by his church, by his business community. He's incredible, you guys. He has helped create 2 successful businesses. And what I want you to know is that he is so fired up about having his hands on the biggest business project he's ever had his hands on. He is going to shoot to the top of this company so fast, you're either going to be with him or watching the smoke as his train blows by. I literally cannot wait to have you hear from one of our best friends, somebody who is already in just, okay, I think she was saying like in 5 days, but who cares if this was a month or 2? In a month even, I don't even care, you guys, has already reached the first rank in our company, has already reached an executive rank in our company. You guys, he is on fire. People are looking at him wondering, what is he doing? I guarantee you he's going to have one of the fastest growing teams in our company, and you're having an opportunity to check it out in the beginning. You just watch where Mr. Darren Dowd goes. It's going to blow your mind. Okay, so what did she do? She talked about what he did before. He was successful in business, where he's at. He reached the first rank, or maybe he's on his way to the first rank. Where is he going? To the top of the company. You're either going to be on his train or on the tracks watching the smoke as he blows by. There's the edification. You guys, you don't even have to have done something great. It's the passion with which you say it. It's the juiciness. And heaven forbid that you are not edifying anybody that might be a pearl or a ruby or a sapphire, an emerald. Listen, whether anybody was interested in what I'm doing or not, if I told you, listen, I am working directly with Oprah Winfrey on a project. It is one of the biggest projects that Oprah Winfrey has ever worked on. And she wants you to get on a Zoom live with us. She is going to be on my Facebook page today. You've got to be live on this with me and Oprah. You guys are coming because you know who Oprah is. Okay, you know who Oprah is. If you like Oprah, maybe it's Tom Brady, guys. I don't know. But the whole point is, your people don't know what somebody's done unless you tell them. Okay. I remember when I started network marketing, Donald Trump was endorsing our company. True story. Okay. Whether you like Trump or not, that's beside the point, you guys. He was a billionaire when I started network marketing in 2006. And I would say all the time, listen, it wouldn't matter whether I was into real estate or not. It wouldn't matter whether I was in real estate or not. If Donald Trump would have come to my door in 2006 and said, listen, I'm working on a huge real estate project. I want to prove to the world that I can teach a total numbno that knows nothing about real estate how to be amazing at real estate. And I'm going to teach them every strategy I have. And I want to partner with you and teach you every strategy I have in real estate. I would have signed up in real estate with Donald Trump. Why? Because I know what he's done. And I know that if I attach my cart to someone successful that knows the strategies and they're willing to share their strategies with me, I'm probably going to win. Okay. So you've got to let people know I've got my cart hooked to somebody with success. Okay. Now we're going to do a little role playing. We're going to have a little bit of fun because I want to show you some of the things that happen with edification. Okay. And so I'm going to get the Parkers on here, okay? And the Parkers are first going to do edification, okay? They're going to do edification. Actually, how are we going to do this? Who is going to be the guest and who's going to be the associate Parker family? Which one of you is going to be which?
Ladies get to choose.
I'm the guest. You're the associate.
Right,
You're
she's
wearing the Trinot
She's
shirt.
the guest. I'm the Trinot associate. By the way, Jennifer Dowd, that was insane. Guys, if you need to listen to that again, you're gonna have to watch the recording. But what she just shared is so input. It's like I put in the chat, it's the secret sauce. Like, and even I've gotten away from properly edifying. Like when we got started, I just have to piggyback on what you just said, Jen, because when we got started, we hadn't made $1 in Trinot. We had no success, no results. And so how did we sign up so many people? It was what Jen just said. It was edification. We edified Tina, Joy, Carol like she was Oprah. It was like, this lady, Tina, oh my God. And I was just the juice, right? Just like Jen said, pouring on the juice. I mean, with that edification, Jennifer, you just turned me from a frog into a prince. Somebody put that in the chat. I mean, that was incredible. And you guys have to start doing this. Implement what Jennifer just shared with you in your conversations with prospects. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to pay attention. They're going to stop what they're doing. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I've never heard you this excited about like what's going on. Like they're going to listen. And then most importantly, they're going to listen to your expert, whoever it is. Doesn't have to be a diamond. Like Jennifer said, it could be a brand new ruby or a brand new jade who you're edifying as your expert, but you're building them up so much that when your prospect finally gets to talk to your expert, guess what they're going to do? They're going to listen. And they're going to do what your expert says, which is what? Join with you. So it's a perfect harmony. And this is just, it's amazing. I love it. I just had to say, just throw that out there.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So Kathy, you said you're the guest. I already forgot. Okay. So Aaron is going to edify me to you in the way that a lot of us do.
Okay.
You know what you're doing, right, Aaron?
We'll see if I do. It won't be nearly as good as what you did.
Okay, we're gonna do the wrong way first.
Okay. Okay. So, Kathy, listen. There's this great person, Jen. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Here she is. This is Jen Dowd.
Okay. Hi, Jen.
Now, Jen,
Hey.
am I
Hi.
am I talking about my prospect to you right now as well or no?
Well, I mean, this is how it goes often, right? Just
Right.
this is how it goes often. I mean, and now I want you to just think about this. Here's Jen. Okay. Here's Jen. And now you're expecting me to close your person, which I can, and I will edify myself. But you guys, I want you to know that self-edification is a bit awkward. I mean,
Yeah.
he put me in a situation where I'm going to have to say now, hey, let me tell you what I've done. You guys, that is so lame. It's just, it's awkward. It's awkward. Nobody wants to be tooting their own flute. Okay. So Aaron, now do it the right way. Now do it the right way. Just a little sample. And then we're going to show another little example.
Okay. So listen, Kathy, before I let you hear from this incredible lady, Jennifer Dowd, I just need you to
Mhm.
understand how big of a deal this is. Like, I need you to know that she is one of the top,
Mhm.
like, multiple million-dollar earners in the industry, one of the top earners in the, not just in our company, but in the entire industry in the world. People literally idolize having a chance to work with Jennifer Dowd. And you are going to be blown away when you hear what she has to share with you. So I
Mhm.
need you to make sure that you definitely pay close attention because she has not only created life-changing income for herself, but she has helped thousands of people in this industry change their lives. She's helped people generate six and even she's helped people become millionaires in this industry.
Mhm.
You got to pay attention.
Okay.
Okay, now do you guys feel the difference between the first way and the second way? Do you think your guests might be more apt to listen way two? Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to a new concept right now. Write this down. It's called cross edification. Cross edification. Cross edification is key because, yes, right now I'm here to talk to Kathy, the prospect, but I won't maybe always be around to talk to Kathy, the prospect. So I am now going to edify Aaron to Kathy. He's just said, hey, I'm great. I'm the shiznips. So now the shiznips is going to let Kathy know that he's the shiznips so that when I'm not around, he can still be powerful with her. Does this make sense? I'm going to give back the credibility to him. I'm going to put the ball back in his court so that tomorrow, when I'm not on a call with them, he actually has more power with his own guest. Because the fact is, maybe these guys were college buddies, and you know what she remembers about his credibility is the parties they used to go to. Are you guys feeling me right now? She might not know him as a businessman right now. So I'm going to say, listen, Kathy, everything that Aaron said about me, like that was so nice. And I'll probably even make a joke about it. Okay. But I want you to know that I have so much respect for Aaron. The reason that I am taking the time with you today is because of my respect for him. He has done incredible things for our company. Our company has changed because of the things that he has done. Now, even if he's brand new, I would talk about the 40,000 people that he's helped in the industry. Like I would do all that. But if he's brand new, even, I'm going to say, listen, I have a team of okay, say I'm not who I am, and I have a team of 50 people. Understand, to a brand new person, a team of 50 people sounds massive, right? Listen, I have a team of 50 people, and I just want you to know that I have hand chosen to work directly with, mentor, coach, and give all my strategies to Aaron because we all know, like, Aaron kills it in everything he does. Excellence is the very fiber of his being. Everything he touches turns to gold. His goals are to hit the very top ranks of the company. And I absolutely know he will. I'm going to be working directly with him and anybody he works with because of what he has already shown me and what he is capable of doing in the business world. So it is great to meet you, Kathy. I'm so excited to get to know you. Okay, I just gave the edification back to him. We have to be amazing cross edifiers. You guys, this is like playing a game of hot potato. He throws the potato to me, I throw it back to him. Okay, we've got to be cross edifiers. Now, I want to show you some things that can go really weird in edification. And I know Aaron knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. And this is when we start doing something super awkward where we edify the guest and we don't edify the expert. And so, Aaron, why don't you just show us how this looks?
Yes. So we've got prospect, expert, three-way calls happening. And the first thing I do is, Kathy, listen, or no, sorry. Okay. So I'm first going to talk to my expert. Jen, listen, this friend of mine, Kathy, she is unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Kathy is so successful in business. She makes so much money and she has like 10 kids and she's making millions of dollars and she is the number one person in her company. And like she just walks on water and she's unbelievable. So I'm just so glad, Jen, that you're here to talk to my friend Kathy. And Kathy, Jen's awesome. Here she is.
Hi, Jen.
Hi. I'm feeling right now, like truly the way that was set up. You guys, we do this though. We do this. Why would Kathy want to listen to me? It sounds like I should be joining her gig the way that Aaron edified, right? What did he do? He raised the influence of the guest above the edified expert. Okay. So we want to be really careful. Yes, we do want to talk positive about our guest, but too often we like blow up our guest to the expert and we forget to edify our expert, right? So like the expert shrinking over here in the chair, they're like, oh, melting. and then your guest is like, got their chest out. They're like, yeah, that's me. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are edifying the expert. Definitely flatter your guest, you guys. Flatter your guest. Yes, this is Kathy. Listen, Mrs. Dowd. And you guys, I was taught clear back in the very beginning of network marketing, Mr. and Mrs. And I still love to do it. Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll. I always call Tina Joy Carroll Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll. Why? Because if I accidentally forget to edify her right, calling her Mrs. actually says she's somebody. It's a title. It is different than, hey, here's Tina. If I say Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll, you're going, well, who is she that she's Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll and not just, it's very obvious that I respect her. Okay. So if I was, if Aaron is edifying Kathy back to, he edifies me and he's probably saying, listen, Kathy has done some really amazing things. In fact, here's what she's done in her career. And if he's edified me right as well, I can't even imagine what you and Kathy could do together with her business acumen and what you've accomplished in this industry. I mean, it would be explosive, like huge. I can't even wait for the two of you to connect. This is like a match made in heaven. Okay. So that kind of a thing, that is great, you guys. Like, that's amazing. So what are we doing? We're edifying. We're talking about what they did before, what they're doing now, where they're going. Okay, we're doing that. We are cross-edifying. And we're making sure to always flatter our guests, compliment them on the things they've done, but talk about what we could do together. Okay, now I want Kathy and Aaron to come on real quick, and I want them to talk about using this edification in chats. Okay. So like I said, we can use it in all kinds of different places, but I want you to know they have literally killed it in business. You guys understand Diamond in 2 months? That was a company record, like insane. And I know they were in private chats, just going wild in the chats. So can you share with us, you two, how did you use edification in your three-way chats to follow up, recruit, all that? Can you just share that little yumminess with us?
Absolutely. So all of this stuff that we're talking about can be done. What? You good?
No, yeah.
All of this can be done on a phone call. It can be done on Zoom. It can be done on a FaceTime if you have, what is it called, an iPhone? One of those iPhone things.
Yes, iPhone.
For Android, Samsung like us, we do it through Facebook video chat, which would be like a Facebook Messenger chat. But when you are doing this thing on Messenger, this is something you've probably heard a lot about, and it's basically getting your prospect in a three-way chat on Messenger with your expert. So, for example, I'm going to be chatting with my prospect one-on-one. And I'm like, listen, I know you got some questions. Now, for me personally, everyone might have a different approach. And Jen, you can share what you do here. But for me personally, I'm not getting my prospect in a three-way chat with my expert who is like, right, Tina Joy Carroll, until I know they're qualified. So write that down. Is my prospect qualified first for this three-way chat? That's just how I do it, right? Because I'm not going to throw somebody in a chat who doesn't really know anything and just expect Tina to just do it all, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really work well that way. So I'm going to first qualify them, make sure they're serious, make sure they're open, and I will make sure they watch a presentation first. It could be any presentation. We have tons of recorded overviews. We have a brand new 13-minute one that we just did that's short, but any presentation, get them to watch that. Now, as soon as they come back and they start asking questions, I'm like, listen, that's a great question. And I would love to introduce you to my sponsor, to my upline, to my leader, to the person who I'm working with, who, and then boom, you edify. Is that okay if I do that real quick? So I like to just make sure it's okay. And then, yeah, sure, that's no problem. Great. And of course, I've already got clearance from Tina. So make sure you check with your sponsor, your upline leader, whoever you're going to do this with, that they know you're going to be doing some three-way chats with them. So they have a heads up. And you just do it right on Messenger. You create the chat so that there's 3 of you in there. You could also, if you have a spouse, there's 4 of you, whatever it is. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to what? Edify. Everything that Mrs. Jennifer Dowd just said, you are going to do in the three-way chat. I would recommend an audio. So it would be a quick audio of, let's say that it's, Jennifer Dowd is my expert and Kathy's my prospect. I'm going to be like, I'm so excited to get you guys connected. Kathy, and I'm going to edify Miss Jennifer Dowd, and I'm going to edify the heck out of Jennifer Dowd. And Jennifer Dowd, I have Kathy here, and I'm going to do that quick edification for her, right? And then here's the important piece. When you do this, and this is another mistake that a lot of people make, and I don't know if we were going to talk about this later, but I'll just throw it in. Jennifer just shared with everyone a big mistake, and that's edifying the prospect too much. Don't do that, right? We just explained why. Another big mistake that people will make, as soon as we create the chat, and this could be done in a three-way chat, it could be on a Zoom, it could be over the phone. As soon as I make the introduction, I'm the associate introducing my prospect with my expert. I make the intro. You see this? Zip it.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot to talk about this. This is so good.
So this part is huge. And guys, let me know in the chat. Have you ever done this? If you have, be honest. But it is going to potentially ruin the whole conversation, because when you've done the edification and then your expert starts talking and they start connecting with your prospect and you're just so excited and you're like, as soon as your expert starts going, guess what you do? You're like, oh, but it's like, oh, but Jennifer, hold on, I gotta tell you about this. And Jennifer, can you tell her about this too? And oh, Jennifer, she also talked about something else. Can you explain? And it's like, and it's like, you just killed the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, are we gonna role play this? This one's so fun.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kathy's the prospect.
Yes.
Kathy's the prospect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, you're the edified expert.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Parker, I am so excited for you to talk to Kathy. Kathy has seen the information. Like, she is one of my best friends. She has seen it. She's excited, but she just wanted to get a little bit more information. And I just knew if I could get her in front of you, like, this is a grand slam. Kathy could be a top producer in our company, Mr. Parker. So anyway, I just want to know if you can just talk to her real quick. Can you just talk to her and answer questions?
Of course, absolutely.
Okay.
Jennifer Dowd, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad to do this. Glad you made that quick intro. So, Kathy Parker, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, these bonuses, I heard about them.
Oh my gosh, Aaron, the bonuses. Can you just tell her all about the bonuses? Like, she really needs to make money. can you just, oh my gosh, the 6 and 2. Can you tell her about the 6 and 2 and then how like she can get the 6 and 2, but if she does the 6 and 2 again the next month and then the next month, like it snowballs on each other and the 6 and 2, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely, Jennifer. No problem.
Okay.
Which did you get to take a look at the compensation plan?
Just a couple minutes.
A couple minutes.
Yeah.
So tell me, which product did you like the best?
Oh my gosh, you know what? I think she's gonna like the collagen the best. I'm pretty sure that the collagen, because I mean, we're both trying to get rid of the wrinkles. Yeah, anyway, and our cellulite. Oh my gosh, can you tell her about that picture of Lori Allen's butt? Do you have it in your phone? Could you show it to her right now?
Do you have that picture?
I do not.
Yeah, I've heard about these before and after pictures.
Yeah. You guys liking this? Is this good? Who's liking this?
Come on, guys.
I'll also say that this not only happens in a three-way chat. It's not necessarily as bad if you're on Messenger, right? If you're on a phone call, you can't do it. If you're on Zoom, like you got to just mute yourself and just be quiet. Let the expert do all the talking. And it can also happen on a welcome call, right? You've got your brand new associate who just got started and, new associate is here and I just enrolled my new associate and Jennifer's the expert.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer's doing my welcome call for my new associate and I am interjecting and I'm like trying to help do the welcome call. No. That's not me. I'm letting the expert do the welcome call while I just watch and learn. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well.
I'm just thinking about Lori Allen's picture.
Oh my gosh, we're all thinking about Lori Allen's backside now. Well, that's a great bedtime story for us. But anyway, I just want you to know, you guys, we've all done this. I promise you, every one of us has done this. And I remember one of my mentors trained this one time, and they're like, dude, maybe I ought to just maybe I ought to just go do something else and get off of this Zoom and just let you handle it since you seem to have all the answers already. So listen, if you're going to bring the edified expert in, let the edified expert do the talking unless they ask for your interjection. Okay. If they ask for you to speak. Otherwise, just let them do what they do because the expert is taking them down a path. They have the psychology and where we're going here. Okay. Where we're going. So just let them do it. I promise you, they're probably going to ask you, hey, can you share this with them? Or can you share that with them? But if you're getting the expert on, let the expert be the expert. It's exciting. It's super exciting. There's one more thing that I want to add here, and that is in closing. There's almost like there's a closing strategy that I have used for years, and it's super exciting. If you actually have the opportunity of having a third-party expert on with you, especially if it's a leader that has really, done some things, even if they have a team of 10 or 20 or whatever it is, remember, to somebody brand new seeing the business, somebody that has 10 people in their team, that sounds like enormous. I remember when I started in network marketing thinking, oh my gosh, if I ever had 20 people in my team, I would have hit the big time. Okay. Some of you are thinking that right now. You're like, man, if I could have 20 people, you guys, that is such an accomplishment, truly. Okay. And so if you do have somebody on that is an expert, like if I had Aaron on, let's just say it was Aaron, even if Aaron is like a Pearl or Ruby, whatever it is, and I've edified him right. If I've edified him right, okay, I've made it juicy. He's glowing in the dark and walking on the water, okay? And he gets to the end of, maybe we're in like a three-way, maybe we're on a Zoom and he's on a closing Zoom with me or we're on a phone call or whatever. I could actually say to my guest, if Aaron has said this to me, so often if I'm the expert, I'll say, listen, tell your guest when we're, at the end, tell them if they get started right now, that Jennifer Dowd will actually do your launch with you. Like she will actually help you launch your business. She is going to assist you in getting the best start, but you have to start right now. So how this would work, let's say Kathy is a prospect, Aaron is the expert, I'm the new associate, right? I'd say, Kathy, here is the deal. I know you know exactly who, I know you know who Mr. Parker is. I've already told you what he's done. I want you to know that if you even think this sounds amazing at all, you should start tonight. Here's why. Mr. Parker shared with me he was very, very impressed with you. If you start tonight, he is willing to actually train you and launch your business with you. You don't understand how huge this is. Understand he has helped 40,000 people establish businesses. He has set records. And what he is saying is out of all the thousands of people in Trinant that would probably like lose their mind about the idea of him launching their business, he is willing to give you that time and have you be the one that he hand trains, hand launches, and gets that start to your business. Do you understand how huge that is? Like if you're even thinking you might, like I would start right now to lock that in with him, because here's the deal. If we get off the line and you don't do it, there is somebody else in the next couple hours that's going to grab that slot and take that time, and that opportunity might be gone. I cannot tell you how many times, you guys, that we have had people close on the spot so that they get the expert to launch their business. So definitely, you guys, that is just a strategy that is, I mean, it works. It just works, but it only works if you edify the expert right in the beginning. So anyway, that was just a little fun thing that you
Jen,
guys.
really quick, what would you say to somebody who's watching this? And two things. One, I saw a couple questions. Somebody says, I feel bad trying to expect my upline to do this for me all the time, right?
Yep.
I would personally say that that's what they're there for, and they have a vested interest in your success. So
Yep.
you also have more than one person, right? It's not always just going to be Jennifer Dowd or Tina Joy
Yep.
or your diamond. Like Jennifer has been saying on this training today, you have other leaders. You have, you have rubies, you have sapphires, you have emeralds and diamonds, and there's a lot of people to choose from who can be your expert. So keep that in mind. Lot of people to choose from, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Okay. And Emily, I like your question. Do you ask permission? Yes, I would ask permission. I would. Or you can say, listen, I'm going to bring somebody else in and then start finding out who will come in with you. You can do that. You can do that either way, Emily. One other thing that I do want to say to you is I want to remind you that we were all new in network marketing at one time. Aaron Parker was new. Tina Joy Carroll was new. I was new. Okay. And I always say I'm super excited that there was no internet when I actually got started. Like there was no social media. There was no Zooming. Mindy Diebel, who launched my business, lived in Idaho when I was in California. It forced me to step up right away and start doing the things. And so we just had to teach people how to edify us as brand new associates in the industry. And so it really was that simple edification that I gave you earlier. Listen, Jen and Darren, like they've had successful business. They've been successful in business. I mean, everybody knew that we were talking to. These were our friends and family. They knew what success we had. It wasn't off the charts, you guys. Like it wasn't even kind of off the charts. But, we were making our bills. They run successful businesses. They're committed to everything that they do. They're people of integrity. They're well respected in their church, in their schools. And, when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. You guys know that when they say they're going to do it, they do it. And I'm telling you right now, these guys are going to go straight to the top of the company, and you're in a position that you can be in the beginning of something huge with them. This will be the biggest thing they've ever done. That's a great edification. We hadn't done squat yet. Okay. But again, it's about making squat sound juicy. Okay. You gotta use whatever you can to make it sound good. Now I'm going to challenge you guys. I want to give you a call to action tonight. Okay. Here's your call to action. First of all, you've got to be a great communicator to be a top producer in network marketing. You really do. And I'm not saying a talented one. I'm saying a great one, meaning you're willing to do it. So here's what you want to do. Write out your edification. Write it out. Write it out tonight. Write it out. What can somebody say that is positive about what you've done, what you're doing, and where you're going? Listen, if you're leading a team of 5 people, that's more people than average Joe is leading in their life. I'm telling you right now, you should be really proud about that. And that should be in your edification. Listen, they've been with the company for just a short amount of time, a few months. Listen, you know what? They've been with the company for a year. Hey, let's put it this way. You know what? She has been with our company for a year. Not only has she established a business herself, she has actually assisted 5 other people in establishing a business. Can you imagine if you started a Starbucks today and a year from now you had 5 other locations? Sarah has done that. She has helped establish 5 other locations other than her own business. She is doing huge things in our company. Her commitment is massive. The executives in the company, they are noticing her. They see where she's going. I'm telling you, you want to be attached to Sarah. Okay. So again, you guys, I just made that sound amazing. You guys can all make it sound amazing. It is amazing. It actually is amazing because most people are just satisfied with the status quo and they're not leading squat in life, period. Okay. So here's the deal. Write down your edification. How is somebody going to edify you? Get that written out. Have it be a note in your phone. So when you deserve to send that edification to somebody to use, you're like, yep, here it is in my phone. Boop, send. So somebody knows how to edify you right. And then anytime that you're going to have somebody come on as an expert, ask them for their edification before they serve you. Hey, you know what? I know that Sarah Hollingsworth is going to come on and help me out with a Facebook Live. Hey, Sarah, would you do me a favor? Would you give me some key points, some bullet points to your edification so that I can edify you properly? You guys, we should always be asking that. If anybody upline is coming in to do anything for us, how can I properly edify you? Give me the bullet points. Okay. And then as experts, we ought to be asking whoever is in our downline or crossline that we're working for, okay, here's my edification, but why don't you tell me some bullet points about you so that I can edify you correctly? Tell me about the things that you've done that you're proud about in your life. What are some things that you've done? Okay. And then talk about what they're doing now and where they're going. But this edification, be intentional with it. Be intentional with it. I promise you it will pay you. One of the most crazy things that I see is when somebody is having an expert on that is a true expert and they're leaving out that, they're training thousands of people from stage, or that they were featured in Prosper magazine, or that, they're leading a team of 50 people, or they're leading a team of 100 people. You guys, it sounds so juicy and delicious and makes me want to salivate to say things like, imagine having a Starbucks franchise and in a year's period of time, helping establish 10 other locations. You guys, if you've helped 10 other people start a business, that's awesome. Like, that's amazing. We got to be talking about wins at every single level and celebrating them when we're bringing people into the business. It's inspiring. It's inspiring to the people that you're putting on the line with these people. So anyway, you guys, that is it for me. Your call to action, write out your edification. Make a commitment today that before you ever have anybody come in and do something for you, you get their edification. And then as you're going to get your one, as you're doing your things, use the edification, you guys. It makes all of it so much easier because when you edify somebody else, it takes the pressure off of you. It's like the vacuum effect, just gone. Now the pressure is not on me. I'm going to let that person do the heavy lifting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back to whoever. I don't know if I'm supposed to turn this back to Mr. Aaron Parker or Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll, but I do want to just publicly thank Mrs. Tina Joy Carroll for what she is doing with this Power of One. You guys, this has created so much incredible momentum and given people such a clear sense of direction of what these steps are. And I love that we're going into month end with this. I love that we're going into convention with this. You guys have got to be at convention because I promise you, out of this Power of One, we're going to have so many of you popping jade, walking that stage, and it would be super weird if you are not at your own jade parade. I'm just saying. Okay, let's get that jade done. Let's get you on that stage parading. And you guys, I love you. God bless you. It is such an honor to lead with you.
Oh my God, how insanely blessed are we? You guys, every time I hear from her, I learn something. It was pure gold. I've already said it in the chats, like it's pure gold. If this was the best training we've had so far, hands down. I mean, I love Air Corey, but this by far was the best training. If you can master this skill, you'll be unstoppable. You'll truly be unstoppable. But the credit doesn't go to me. It goes to all of the incredible legacy maker leaders. We all sat down at a table at a mastermind and came up with the Power One together, because that is where the best things happen, collaboration. So love you so much, Miss Jennifer Dowd.
Love you, girl.
Back to you, Aaron Parker.
Wow, wow, wow. All right, guys, if you are excited and ready to implement this, I want you to make some noise, drop a comment on the live, on the replay. And in just a minute, once the chat is done going crazy, I'm going to give you guys the link where you can find the recording of this training, which will be available later tonight. I'm going to get it up for everybody because I know that you want to watch this again and again, and you want to get this to your team. Also, for those of you that are here live, we have 2 more powerful trainings for you with the power of one. We have the Drapers tomorrow at noon Eastern, and we have Nicolette Anderson at 9 p.m. Eastern. 2 completely different trainings that are going to absolutely help you take your business to the next level. So be there, don't miss it. And guys, this is a secret weapon. The power of edification can transform your business. So I want to say one last thing on the hesitation that people have. I don't want to bother my upline. Like, do you know how many times Tina has had to slap me upside the head? Okay. Can I just tell you? Because we all do it. Okay. Can we just be real? We all do it. Like, we feel like even me reaching out to Mrs. Jennifer Dowd, what? Like, this is crazy. And she's always there. She's always available. Same thing with Mindy Diebel, right? But even Tina, who is our sponsor, she's had to slap me upside the head. Like, stop. Like, you can message me anytime. I'm here to help you, right? You don't want to ever waste their time, of course. But if you are building your business and you're doing the things and you need help, reach up. So who do you reach up to? Your sponsor. Here's another call to action. Write down who your upline leaders are. And if you don't know who they are, start with your sponsor and go up. And if you don't know who any of them are, there's a corporate team. Contact corporate and be like, hey, I need to know who my upline leaders are. Okay. Your Jades, your Opals. Okay. All of them, all the ranks. Get your leaders, reach out. And here's what you do. You message them and say, hey, I want to know, can I reach out to you for help? And use you for calls, for 3-ways, for edification, to help you, so that you can help me with recruiting. And guess what they're going to say? Of course. So stop being shy. Don't worry about it. Your upline wants to help you. I promise. So anything else, honey?
Oh, I have one more.
Yes, ma'am.
But does Kathy have one?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I almost forgot this. You guys, use recognition as an edification tool. Okay. Let me tell you what I mean. In your back office, you can look at who the top 10 are, who the top 10 producers are in every single rank in our company. Okay. So I just want to share this with you. So I'm working with a gal by the name of Rhiannon right now. Okay. And she's on fire. I looked at the company charts last night, or maybe the night before. I can't, my days are all confused right now. But I looked at the company charts because I'm like, dude, she's killing it. Like, she has to be in the top 10. She has to be. Okay. Turns out she's ranked number 1 at Pearl in the company. She's a Ruby, but there's no rubies between her and anybody in her team. So at Pearl, she is ranked number 1. Okay. And so I see that. And obviously she had not quite ranked to Ruby yet this month. She has now, but as of 2 days ago, she was still ranked at Pearl. So she is the number 1 ranked Pearl in the company. And so tonight, I mean, I got on some stuff with her tonight, and I'm talking about how at her position in the company, she is the number 1 producer in the entire company. That is huge. Okay. I talked about yesterday morning on my Wednesday wake up call, Tina Joy Carroll right now. She is ranked #1 at every single category in the entire company at her position right now. #1 in new associate production, #1 in volume production, #1 in event production. Like it's all there she is. Okay. But here's my point. You guys, she should be edified that way. But that's not even my point. I mean, I'm telling you, you should, yes, use that because it's amazing. But go look at your team's rankings. If you're working with somebody that's a Jade, and this is especially for leaders right now that I'm saying this, and you're all leaders, but at one point you're going to be a ranked leader, go look at Jade. You guys can sort that report so you can see who the top ranked Jades are. If you're introducing somebody that is a Jade, and they are top 10 in a company of hundreds of thousands of people, when you introduce them, or maybe you're doing a welcome call for them, even if they're brand new in the company, you can say, listen, I want you to know, like, I'm so excited to be doing this welcome call with you, but I want you to understand Susie that just sponsored you at the position she holds in our company. She is one of the top 10 producers in a company of hundreds of thousands of people. She is ranked top 10. She is on fire. The owners of our company have recognized her as a top 10 producer at her ranked position. You are hooked to the right gal. You guys use that for edification. That is like so exciting. I remember when I first got started in network marketing, you guys, Mindy and Jeremy were ranked like top 10 at a small position, a smaller position. But I always talk about that because somebody edified them to me that way. Somebody cross-edified them. And you know what? When I would invite people, I'd say, listen, my best friends that live in Boise, Idaho, they got their hands on a business. They are literally exploding. It is a global company with hundreds of thousands of people in it. And they are ranked top 10 in the entire company. Like Jeremy is about to walk away from his career because they are crushing it. You have got to meet them and hear about what they're doing. Darren and I are working on the biggest project with them we have ever worked on in our lives. There is no way I'm leaving you out of this. That was the edification I used. So definitely check out those charts, you guys. And if you're working with somebody who is ranked, go see where they are, because maybe you can use that as an edification tool in your little tool chest. It's another little juicy piece. Okay, back to you, Aaron Parker.
I love it. I love it. And remember, guys, everything that Jennifer Dowd just said can be applied to every rank, right? The top producing report is insane, and that's like massive edification. Definitely use it. But if your expert is a Jade, that's huge. Make it a huge deal. If your expert is a Ruby, that's a huge deal. And talk it up. Like they're topic. I love the term Jennifer uses, executives, right? This is a top executive who's expanding a large, sales team all over the country. Like make it big and use that edification. Guys, edification is your superpower. So get good at this, practice this, start implementing this right now in all of your prospecting. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to start enrolling more people because it works. Get this out to your team. Mrs. Jennifer Dowd, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you so much. And everyone, we'll see you on the next training. There's 2 tomorrow. We'll see you there. Everybody, let's see. Who's excited? Make some noise. Unmute your microphone and let us know who's excited.
Way to go. Can't wait.
Hey,
Let's go.
thank you, Jennifer.
Roll Tide.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
More
Bye.
saying hi.
Thank you.
Girl, more
Thank
saying
you so
hi.
much. Thank